Here's a box of color and a newspaper wall. Music sheets are whispering a story to us all. Outside the gridded window, a vintage tram rolls by, slowing down the afternoon beneath a Sepia sky. With a canvas tote and a striped shirt on my back, I'm stepping off the pavement and onto a different track. Caught inside the collage of the FM Soul Cafe, where the textured memories are never washed away. Underneath the heavy glow of the three green lamps, paper cup barista smiles and vintage coffee stamps. Mac and cheese is on the board, a comfort for the mind, leaving all the heavy thoughts and busy streets behind. In this artsy frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. Mugs are stacked up on the wood, a simple earthen road. Two familiar faces brewing comfort nice and slow. Croissants in the basket, fresh bread by the pane, a handmade kind of sanctuary blocking out the rain. The giant fan is spinning like an old vinyl groove, giving us a quiet space where nobody has to move. Caught inside the collage of the FM Soul Cafe, where the textured memories are never washed away. Underneath the heavy glow of the three green lamps, paper cut barista smiles and vintage coffee stamps. Mac and cheese is on the board, a comfort for the mind, leaving all the heavy thoughts and busy streets behind. In this artsy frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. It's a scrapbook of a moment, a temporary piece, where the ticking of the city clock can finally decrease. Just newsprint and coffee, a tram car on the rail, a beautifully imperfect, handmade kind of tale. dreams. Nothing in this cafe is quite what it seems. Black and white stripes standing in the center. or space. A vintage straw hat in a textured kind of place. My black backpack holds the sketches of the past. In this patchwork world, time isn't moving fast. Stepping into the FM Soul Cafe, where the paper cut worries just fade away. Underneath the glow of the 3 green lamps, lighting up the counter and the coffee stamps. Mac and cheese on the board for 16 flat. Yeah, we're keeping it soulful just like that. In this retro frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. The barista smiling through a painted shade. Best cup of comfort that you've ever made. A giant fan spinning on a corrugated wall, while the gentle blues chords start to rise and fall. Loaves of fresh bread stacked by the window pane, washing away the rush of the city rain. Stepping into the FM Soul Cafe, where the paper cut worries just fade away. Underneath the glow of the 3 green lamps, lighting up the counter and the coffee stamps. Mac and cheese on the board for 16 flat. Yeah, we're keeping it soulful just like that. In this retro frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. Steady colors, block by block, a beautiful design. Every little piece of life is falling into line. No need for high fidelity, no need for the rush. Just the brewing of the coffee and a painter's brush. Oh, at the FM Soul, a collage of moments, a comma in the day. Yeah, just let it slow down, just right here in a retro way. The afternoon is hanging heavy like a shadow on the floor, and I need a simple wake-up call to walk through that front door. I step inside the paper lines, the scrapbook walls of clay, leaving all the heavy headlines to just crumble far away. I walk right past the pastries and the croissants on display, looking for a classic cure to get me through the day. Just an Americano, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. Pour the hot water on the dark espresso, wash the rust away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Rich and black, bold and clean, no sugar in the mug, just a strong one cuts to rhythm like a heavy velvet hug. In this handmade retro sanctuary, I can breathe again.
I watch the 2 birds barista's work, a synchronized design, locking in the porta filter, letting everything align. I hear the pressure rising loud, the dark liquid starts to stream, leaving a beautiful cream floating on a daydream. They top it off to fill the cup, a classic bitter blend, the kind of honest honesty on which you can depend.
Just an Americano, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. Pour the hot water on the dark espresso, wash the rest away underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Rich and black, bold and clean, no sugar in the mug, just a strong acoustic rhythm like a heavy velvet hug. In this handmade retro sanctuary, I can breathe again. The giant fan is blowing cool against the cardboard scene. Sheet music on the pillar hums, a melody serene. Outside the gridded window pane, the vintage streetcars race, but the world is perfectly in focus with this flavor in my face. Oh, yeah. An Americano, please. A little bit of bold espresso, a comma in the day. The headline on the pillar says the world is moving fast, but I'm standing in a paper scene that's trying to make it last. I can hear the engine humming of the streetcar on the track. Got a long list of places to go and no time for looking back. I love the way the shadows fall across this cardboard floor, but I've gotta take the rhythm out the heavy wooden door. So make it a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Wrap the warmth in a paper cup and send me on my way underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, taking a little bit of shelter from the vintage coffee stamps. A plastic lid to hold the steam, a sleeve to hold the heat, as I step right off the scrapbook page and back onto the street, carrying the quiet of this sanctuary into the crowd. I watch the dark espresso drop, a beautiful design, mixed with hot water falling right into line. He snaps the top on with a click, secures the golden brew. A little bit of slow drip piece to help me power through. I pass my coins across the bar, catch a friendly smile, and suddenly the busy road ahead is worth a mile. So make it a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Wrap the warmth in a paper cup and send me on my way underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, taking a little bit of shelter from the vintage coffee stamps. A plastic lid to hold the steam, a sleeve to hold the heat, as I step right off the scrapbook page and back onto the street, carrying the quiet Sheet music on the wall fades out beneath the sepia sky. The grip and windows shrink away as I pick up my pace, but I'm holding on to the essence of this handmade little place. As the cafe fades away. Like a shadow on the floor, and I need a simple wake-up call to walk through that front door. I step inside the paper lines, the scrapbook walls of clay, leaving all the heavy headlines to just crumble far away. I walk right past the pastries and the croissants on display, looking for a classic cure to get me through the day. Just an Americano, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. Pour the hot water on the dark espresso, wash the west away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps, rich and black, bold and clean, no sugar in the mug, just a strong acoustic rhythm like a heavy velvet hugging this handmade retro sanctuary. I can breathe again. I watch the 2 baristas work a synchronized design, locking in the portafilter, letting everything align. I hear the pressure rising loud, the dark liquid starts to stream, leaving a beautiful cream floating on a daydream. They top it off to fill the cup, a classic bitter blend, the kind of honest honesty on which you can depend. Just an Americano, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. Pour the hot water on the dark espresso, wash the rust away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps, rich and black, bold and clean, no sugar in the mug, just a strong acoustic rhythm like a heavy, heavy huff in this handmade retro sanctuary. I can breathe again. The giant fan is blowing cool against the cardboard scene. Sheet music on the pillar hums a melody serene. Outside the gridded window pane, the vintage streetcars race, but the world is perfectly in focus with this flavor in my face. An Americano, please, a little bit of bold espresso, a comma in the day. The vintage tram is waiting on the iron hard rail, and I've got a deadline on a long and winding trail. I love the paper walls and the way the shadows grow, but I can't stay for long, I'm just passing through the slow. I walk up to the counter with my canvas tote in hand, as I leave this wonderland. Make it a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Put a lid on the rhythm so I can take it on my way. Underneath the parting glow of 3 green hanging lamps, stepping out of the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. A paper cup of warmth to keep my hands from getting cold as I face the busy pavement and the stories yet untold. Taking a piece of this patchwork oasis out into the rain. The barista grabs a cup, writes a greeting on the side, pouring out a rich blend where the quiet thoughts reside. Snap the plastic lid on tight, keep the steam from breaking free. A portable sanctuary built especially for me. I slide my paper dollars right across the wooden bar, a little pocket of peace before I travel out too far. Make it a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Put a lid on the rhythm so I can take it on my way. Underneath the parting glow of 3 green hanging lamps, stepping out of the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. A paper cup of warmth to keep my hands from getting cold as I face the busy pavement and the stories yet untold. Taking a piece of this patchwork oasis out into the rain. The giant fan is blowing a farewell at the door. Sheet music on the pillar fades as I step off the floor. I look back through the gridded glass at the barista standing high, holding on to the comfort under a fast-moving sky. Oh yeah, just a coffee to go, a little bit of traveling magic, a comma in the day, out of the FM soul. With a cup in my hand, I watch the sanctuary fade away. Tram is waiting on the iron guardrail, and I've got a deadline on a long and winding trail. I love the paper walls and the way the shadows grow, but I can't stay for long, I'm just passing through the slow. I walk up to the counter with my canvas tote in hand, need a little bit of comfort as I leave this wonderland. Make it a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Put a lid on the rhythm so I can take it on my way. Underneath the parting glow of 3 green hanging lamps, stepping out of the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. A paper cup of warmth to keep my hands from getting cold as I face the busy pavement and the stories yet untold. Taking a piece of this patchwork oasis out into the rain. The barista grabs a cup, writes a greeting on the side, pouring out a rich blend where the quiet thoughts reside. Snap the plastic lid on tight, keep the steam from breaking free. A portable sanctuary built especially for me. I slide my paper dollars right across the wooden bar, a little pocket of peace before I travel soul cafe. Put a lid on the rhythm so I can take it on my way. Underneath the parting glow of 3 green hanging lamps, stepping out of the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. A paper cup of warmth to keep my hands from getting cold as I face the busy pavement and the stories yet untold. Taking a piece of this patchwork oasis out into the rain. The giant fan is blowing a farewell at the door. Sheet music on the pillar fades as I step off the floor. I look back through the gridded glass at the barista standing high, holding on to the comfort under a fast-moving sky. Oh yeah, just a coffee to go. A little bit of traveling magic, a comma in the day. With a cup in my hand, I watch the sanctuary fade away. The streetcar bell is ringing, it's time for me to run. Got a schedule to keep before the setting of the sun. I'd love to pull up a stool and watch the barista brew. Lose myself in the newsprint and the shades of clay and blue. But the clock is ticking loud and the city's calling clear. So I'll take a little piece of the quiet magic here. Yeah, it's a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Gonna carry this comfort as I make my getaway. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, saying goodbye to the cardboard lines and vintage coffee stamps. A cardboard sleeve around the heat, a lid to keep it tight. A border piece of paradise to make my burdens light. Taking the soul of the scrapbook scene out into the rush. I watch him pour the dark blend into a traveling cup. A smooth acoustic remedy just to lift my spirit up. No time for ceramic mugs or a lazy afternoon. Gotta catch that moving tram to a fast and driving tune. He passes me the warmth across the wooden counter bar. A little liquid fuel to take me anywhere and far. Yeah, it's a coffee to go from the FM Soul Cafe. Gonna carry this comfort as I make my getaway. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, saying goodbye to the cardboard lines and vintage coffee stamps. A cardboard sleeve around the heat, a lid to keep it tight. A portable piece of paradise to make my burdens light. Taking the soul of the scrapbook scene out into the rush. The giant fan is spinning a breeze against my back as I push open the doorway and step onto the track. The gridded windows blur as I leave the peace behind, but the flavor of the sanctuary stays inside my mind. Oh yeah. Coffee to go, please. A little bit of portable daydream, a comma in the day with a paper cup in my hand. I walk in is ticking heavy, but the world is moving slow. I need a sudden jolt to get my spirit back in flow. I step inside the collage, past the window and the tram, leaving all the headlines and the traffic where I am. I walk up to the counter, don't need a giant cup, just a tiny shot of magic, just to wake my senses up. Give me an espresso at the FM Soul Cafe, just a concentrated heartbeat to chase the mist away. Underneath a heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Thick creamer on the top, dark liquid down below, a tiny drop of lightning to get me on the go. In this paper cut oasis, I'm alive and well again. I watch the silver pour to filter, locking into place. The barista presses buttons with a calm and easy grace. Then comes the steady hiss, and the dark espresso streams, pouring out a rich oil, waking up my dreams. A single ounce of power in a small ceramic ring. It's a bitter, beautiful, uncompromising thing. Give me an espresso at the FM Soul Cafe, just a concentrated heartbeat to chase the mist away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Thick creamer on the top, dark liquid down below, a tiny drop of lightning to get me on the go. In this paper cut oasis, I'm alive and well again. The wall mount fan is humming like a fast tempo bass. Sheet music on the pillow seems to pick up on the pace. One quick sip and the world turns sharp and bright. Everything is moving at the speed of light. Oh yeah, that pure espresso. A sudden shot of focus, a comma in the day. Down at the FM Soul, down it in a flash as the static fades away. My eyelids are heavy, the afternoon is a blur. I need a sharp awakening, a momentary stir. I step across the cardboard floor, my canvas toe to toe, where the sheet music on the pillow tells the shadows how to grow. I skip the long menu, I skip the casual blend. I need a pure distillation to bring my days to an end. Just an espresso, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. A short, sharp shot of rhythm to clear the foggy gray. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, melting through the newsprint wall and vintage coffee stamps. Rich, bitter, and bold, condensed into a sting. The smallest cup in the house, making my spirit sing. In this handmade retro space, I'm wide awake again.
2 baristas at the counter, they understand the cue. No milk, no extra water, just a highly pressured brew. I hear the steam hiss loud, a dark syrup starts to fall, dripping like a heavy bass loud against the textured wall.
porcelain demi-tasse sitting safely on the wood. The ultimate elixir doing exactly what it should. Just an espresso, please, at the FM Soul Cafe. A short, sharp shot of rhythm to clear the foggy gray. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, melting through the newsprint wall and vintage coffee stamps. Rich, bitter, and bold, condensed into a sting. The smallest cup in the house, making my spirit sing. In this handmade retro space, I'm wide awake again. Outside the gridded window, the finished tramways race, but everything has sharpened since I stepped into this place. The giant fan is spinning at a brand new driving pace. A single ounce of fire that the world cannot erase. Espresso, please. A sudden bolt of lightning, a comma in the day at the FM Soul. One sip, the fog is gone, and the city clears away.
Sunlight hitting the pavement, eyes are open wide. I've got a little cash to spend, stepping deep inside. The cardboard walls are calling, the newsprint sets the scene. The artsiest little hiding spot that I've ever seen. I walk right up to the counter, my canvas tote in hand, ready to make a purchase in this paper-cut wonderland. Yeah, I'm gonna buy coffee at the FM Soul Cafe, paying my dues to the rhythm that washes the blues away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, trading my paper dollars for vintage coffee stamps. Just a warm ceramic mug filled up to the brim as the streetcar outside fades into a sepia hymn. In this scrapbook sanctuary, I'm finding my spark again. Two baristas at the counter, pulling shots so clean, steaming up a storm with that beautiful machine. I watch the silver coins slide across the wooden bar, a small price for a ticket to a daydream from afar. Right past the fresh baguettes and the pastries in the tray, I'm locking in my order for the king of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna buy coffee at the FM Soul Cafe, paying my dues to the rhythm that washes the blues away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, bit of magic could come up in the day. Down at the FM Soul, paid my cash, took my sip, and watched the world fade away.
My pockets are empty, but my heart is wide open. Walking through this paper town, unspoken words are hoping. I see you by the grid pane glass, the sepia light on your face, as a retro streetcar rumbles past our little hiding place. I've got a canvas tote bag and a soul that's running low, and a longing for a melody that only we two know. So won't you buy me a coffee at the FM Soul Cafe? Let the steam rise up and wash the winter chill away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, we can hide among the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Just a little cup of comfort, black or sweet, I don't care, as long as there's a conversation that we get to share. In this cardboard scrapbook world, let's find our pace again.
The giant fan is spinning sweet, like a dusty vinyl track. 2 baristas at the counter got our rhythm on the back. They're stacking fresh baguettes and pouring slow drip on the bar, while sheet music on the pillar hums a song from afar. You smile and catch my eye, nodding to the menu board, and suddenly the simplest thing is a feeling I can't afford.
Yeah, won't you buy me a coffee at the FM Soul Cafe? Let the steam rise up and wash the winter chill away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, we can hide among the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Just a little cup of comfort, black or sweet, I don't care, as long as there's a conversation that we get to share. In this cardboard scrapbook world, let's find our pace again. It's a handmade kind of sanctuary, pieced together right. Yeah, blocks of clay and brown, a shelter from the night. We don't need the busy world, let the city traffic race. We got everything we want in this paper cut space. Just buy me a
A
coffee
little bit of caffeine, a comma in the day.
at the FM Soul.
Just you and me and a warm look as the world fades away.
The afternoon is dragging, my mind is moving slow. I need a little spark to get my spirit back in flow. I step across the threshold, my canvas toed in toe, where the textures of the scrapbook walls have a warm and earthy glow. I skip the sweet confections and the mac and cheese on sign, and focus on the simple things between the cardboard lines. Order me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just bold espresso and hot water to guide me on my way. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, blending with the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamp. Strong and deep, smooth and clean, a reset for the night. A simple cup of black coffee to make the world feel right. In this handmade retro space, I'm finding my pace again. I hear the grinder roaring, the fragrance fills the air, a rich and dark aroma cutting through the daily care. 2 shots dripping slowly into a ceramic mug, like a warmer creased baseline or a heavy vintage hug. The barista pours the water, the creamer swirls around, the perfect kind of remedy that I have finally found. Order me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just bold espresso and hot water to guide me on my way. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, blending with the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamp. Strong and deep, smooth and clean, a reset for the night. A simple cup of black coffee to make the world feel right. In this handmade retro space, I'm finding my pace again. Let the streetcars roll on by outside the window pane. Let the headlines on the wall try to explain the rain. I've got everything I need right here in my right hand. A bitter, beautiful escape in a paper cut wonderland. Just an Americano, a dark espresso daydream, a comma in the days, sipping on the quiet as the city fades away. The afternoon is dragging, my mind is moving slow. I need a little spark to get my spirit back in flow. I step across the threshold, my canvas toed in toe, where the textures of the scrapbook walls have a warm and earthy glow. I skip the sweet confections and the mac and cheese on signs, and focus on the simple things between the cardboard lines. Order me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just bold espresso and hot water to guide me on my way. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, blending with the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Strong and deep, smooth and clean, a reset the air, a rich and dark aroma cutting through the daily care. 2 shots dripping slowly into a ceramic mug, like a warm occlusive baseline or a heavy vintage hug. The barista pours the water, the cream swirls around, the perfect kind of remedy that I have finally found. Order me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just bold espresso and hot water to guide me on my way. Underneath the heavy shade of 3 green hanging lamps, blending with the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps, strong and deep, smooth and clean, a reset for the night, a simple cup of black coffee to make the world feel right. In this handmade retro space, I'm finding my pace again. Let the streetcars roll on by outside the window pane, let the headlines on the wall try to explain the rain. I've got everything I need right here in my right hand, a bitter, beautiful escape in a paper-cut wonderland. Yeah. Just Americano, a dark espresso daydream, a comma in the day at the FM Soul, sipping on the quiet as the city fades away. Faded blocks of color on a newspaper wall. A vintage tram is rolling past as the shadows start to fall. I walk up to the counter with a canvas tote in hand, stepping out of the busy rush into a different land. I look up at the menu board, see the choices on display, but I already know what's gonna get me through the day. I'm buying an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just dark espresso and hot water to wash the blues away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, surrounded by the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps, rich and bold, black as night, a comfort for the mind, leaving all the heavy thoughts and busy streets behind. In this artsy paper world, I'm finding my slow soul again.
The barista smiles and tamps the grounds, locking in the taste. In this handmade sanctuary, there is no need to haste. I hear the water pressure rise, the espresso starts to stream, pouring out a rich creamer, waking up my dream. No milk, no sugar needed, just the bean in its purest form. A warm ceramic cup to keep my hands so safe and warm.
I'm buying an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just dark espresso and hot water to wash the blues away. Underneath the heavy glow of 3 green hanging lamps, surrounded by the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps, rich and bold, black as night, a comfort for the mind, spinning sweet like an old vinyl groove. The bitterness is just right, it sets me in the mood. Looking through the window grid at the streetcar on the rail, sipping on a classic story in a scrapbook kind of tale. Oh, oh yeah. Just an Americano, a little bit of caffeine,
a comma in the day,
at the FM Soul.
black coffee in my hand as the city fades away.
Coins are jingling in my pocket, keys are in my hand. Step up to the wooden bar where time has learned to stand. Sheet music on the wall is humming a familiar tune, while a vintage tram goes rolling by this lazy afternoon. The barista asks me what I need to clear my cloudy head. I point right past the pastries and the loaves of crusty bread. Give me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just a double shot of espresso to jumpstart my day underneath the cozy glow of 3 green hanging lamps. We're cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Steam is rising from the cup of dark and bitter brew. It's the only thing that sets my perspective brand new. In this patchwork paper world, I'm finding my groove again.
I watch the dark liquid pour, a beautiful cascade, the finest cup of energy that's ever been handmade. He tops it off with water, watches the creamer rise. I take that first warm sip and close my heavy eyes. No fancy syrups needed, no milk to complicate, just a simple, honest coffee on a clean, uncomplicated.
Gives me an Americano at the FM Soul Cafe, just a double shot of espresso to jumpstart my day underneath the cozy glow of 3 green hanging lamps. We're cutting through the newsprint and the vintage coffee stamps. Steam is rising from the cup of dark and bitter brew. It's the only thing that sets my perspective brand new. In this patchwork paper world, I'm finding my groove again. The giant fan is blowing cool against the cardboard wall. I clutch my warm ceramic mug and let the worries fall. Outside the gridded window, the busy world can race, but nothing matters more than the flavor in this space. Oh yeah, that bold Americano, just black coffee in a paper cut scene. Down at the FM Soul, the best damn cup of comfort that I've ever seen. Paper cutouts and a collage of dreams. Nothing in cafe's quite what it seems. Black and white stripes standing in the center space. A vintage straw hat in a textured kind of place. My black backpack holds the sketches of the past. In this patchwork world, time isn't moving fast. Stepping into the FM soul so fade, where the paper cut worries just fade away. Underneath the glow of the 3 green lamps, lighting up the counter and the coffee stamps. Mac and cheese is on the board for 16 flat. Yeah, we're keeping it soulful just like that. In this retro frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. The barista smiling through a painted shade. Best cup of comfort that you ever made. A giant fan spinning on a corrugated wall, while the gentle blues chords start to rise and fall. Loaves of fresh bread stacked by the window pane, washing away the rush of the city rain. Stepping into the FM so cave, where the paper cut worries just fade away. Underneath the glow of the 3 green lamps, lighting up the counter and the coffee stamps. Mac and cheese is on the board for 16 flat. Yeah, we're keeping it soulful just like that. In this retro frame, I'm finding my slow soul again. Zitted colors, block by block, a beautiful design. Every little piece of life is falling into line. No need for high fidelity, no need for the rush. Just the brewing of the coffee and a painter's brush. Oh, at the FM soul, a collage of moments, a comma in the day. Yeah, just let it slow down, just right here in a retro way. Black and white stripes tracing down my back, walking to a rhythm that the city seems to lack. A straw hat shades the midday glare, catching the scent of roasted beans in my air. My black backpack holds the weight of yesterday, but right here I'm ready to let it slip away. Stepping into the FM soul cafe, where the jazz is smooth and the troubles fade away. Underneath the glow of the vintage green lamps, warming up the wood and the old coffee stamps. Order up some mac and cheese to heal the night. Everything's gonna be alright. In this little corner, I'm finding my slow soul again. Standing at the counter, a silhouette so lean, caught in a beautiful slow motion scene. Behind the bar, a friendly smile and a grind, leaving the rush of the highway far behind. Cold brew swirling slow in the glass, watching the afternoon shadows pass. Stepping into the FM Soul Cafe, where the jazz is smooth and the troubles fade away. Underneath the glow of the vintage green lamps, warming up the wood and the old coffee stamps. Order up some mac and cheese to heal the night. Everything's gonna be alright. In this little corner, I'm finding my slow soul again. The world outside is running on a clock, but inside here, time has learned to stop. Wrapped in the warmth of the corrugated wall, listening to the blues, letting the worries fall. Oh, in this soul cafe. One shot of espresso, a comma in the day. Yeah, just let it slow